Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. We're in downtown Cape of Paphos, and as usual, Miss Oching has made a new friend. There we go. Miss Molly.
Toy, you understand, it's a happiness. It gives such an energy to the person.
A truly beautiful dog, that's for sure. And as I said, if we can get a dog as nice as Miss Molly, I'll take that dog. So we are at the central point on the Cape Paphos Promenade, and we understand that because here we have what we call the little makeshift sandy beach. There it is, look at that. And from this point, if I stand round, you get a truly spectacular view. So we're going to start over here. Look at that. The Sea Villa booth has brought a new friend.
Mr. Paul, this is Mr. Alex.
Hello, Mr. Alex. How are you? You all right?
Grandmother. Good.
It is. Are you here on holiday? Yeah.
Yeah. No, he lives.
Oh, you live here? Excellent. He's a little bit shy.
Yeah,
Let's go and see
shy.
Molly together. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Alex. Let's go and see Molly together, because I understand that young Mr. Alex and Miss Molly, well, they're the greatest of friends in the world.
Yeah.
And I understand he's going to light up. He's a little bit shy. He's a little bit shy. Come on, there's Miss Molly.
He's not shy, I can tell you.
Yeah.
He's not too shy.
Yes, hold the doggy.
Come on,
Alex,
come on.
come on, you love YouTube and
Come on, Mr. Alex.
all of that.
Oh, he's got a nice smile on his face now. There you go. So is Miss Molly your dog? Well, she is now. She is now. That's for sure. Lovely.
She's naughty as well.
Is she naughty as well?
Yes. She's a
I
baby.
don't think so.
7 months.
I don't think
she's
she
a
could ever be
baby.
naughty.
Oh,
I don't
that's
think she
fine.
could ever be
She
naughty.
wants to play.
I think she's beautiful. She really, really is.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely to have met you, Mr.
Lovely
Alex.
to meet you guys, yeah.
And Miss Molly. There you go, Mr. Alex. That'll be on YouTube tomorrow. You're a star, an absolute superstar. Absolute pleasure to meet that young man. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There he is. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you. Right, let's keep going along the Cape Paphos Promenade, which eventually will take us into the harbour area. Did you enjoy that, Libby?
Oh,
Yeah.
I want more.
There we go. And she wants more. There we go. So, the Pain Boys, if you're listening, she often uses those words, I want more. And when it comes to spending money, well, Miss Oching Receiver Booth is having a good night tonight. Look at that. Two beautiful little dogs. Look at them. Very nice dogs, but they were not quite as friendly as Miss Molly.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
what I said, that
Yeah.
all the dogs, like a human beings, they have all of them, they have their characters.
Yeah, they all
And
have their
this,
characters, yeah.
Molly, yeah?
Yeah,
Molly.
Miss Molly, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Her character, well, that's, to me, a dog. Yes. Young Alex said she was a bit mischief, but of course, all dogs are when they're little babies, but she's going to grow up to be a beautiful, loyal dog, and that's for sure. And she's a beautiful twinkle in her eyes. Anyway, here we are on the Cape Paphos Promenade, slowly getting a bit busier. Have a look at that. So we're working our way down. The next place to our right here is called the Captain's Bistro, and it has an upstairs fine dining, and it has a downstairs, well, fine dining, if you understand me. So it's an up and downstairs restaurant, and then after that is the Blue Memories gift shop, and then after that is one of our favourite harbour, should we say, cafeterias, tavernas, and that one's called the Moorings. And the people who run that place are very, very nice and very, very friendly, and you can have anything from a coffee, I'm losing my English, from a coffee to a soft drink to a cocktail to a full gourmet meal. And there it is over there. And then next to that you've got one of these gourmet ice cream places, and then next to that place you've got Miss Izzy's favourite place, which is called the English Rose Lobster. You see there?
How do you know that it's your favorite one?
Because she told me.
Ah.
There we go, you see.
Maybe it's going to become our favorite one.
Well, one of these days we'll pop in there, or perhaps when Miss Izzy arrives here with her Mr. Allen, which is not far away, that could be a place for you to accost us, because we often walk down here. In fact, most days we walk down here. So if you were sitting there, we wouldn't know who you were, but you could come and accost us. Anyway, you might be able to hear something in the background, and that is the Ocean Vision cruiser, operated by Paphos Cruises. And there it is. That's the big boy. So they have quite a few boats in their arsenal, but that's the big boy. That boat can hold, well, quite a few people, that's for sure. And you go on a luxury 5-star, all-inclusive, all entertainment, the lot, it's on there. Even the transfer. So if you're as far away as Coral Bay and you want to go on that, they'll send a bus to get you. You cross their palm with a little bit of silver, and on that boat you go. There is Katerina.
Constantino's got that. He's home. No, she said he's punished. Now he's at home.
She's punished him. She's taken all of his money and then sent him away. Am I right? Yeah? Good. Excellent. She's got a great sense of humour. Anyway, just so you understand, this is what Miss Katerina and the great Constantinos do. They'll engrave your name or your slogan onto a grain of rice and pop it in one of these little capsules on something with roses, for example, stones, rocks, bits and bobs, and then various different bracelet colours, or on a pendant. And on top of all that, they even do seashells, which again can go on a pendant or earrings. And again, as it says, they can put your name or your slogan, like Marika and me, onto that little work of art. Thank you, Miss Katerina. She is a lovely lady. She really is. All the way from one of the Greek islands, by the way. Now, the next of our gumbarus, here he is. That's Mark. And he's wearing my hat. Let's just check. Is he on Marika and me? No, he's not on Marika and me. He could be on Bald and Bankrupt. This is Miss Jenny, and Miss Jenny is working away. That's what I like to see. Mr. Mark sits down, which is good, and Miss Jenny does all the work. As usual, Miss Jenny looks beautiful. This is what she does. If you want to braid and you're in downtown Cape Paphos, so you can put your name, as you can see the little letters there, or there's big beads and all sorts of different colours, and these are some of the ideas and some of the designs, and it takes 10-15 minutes, but when you're done, you will look absolutely... How long? Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes, so not very long. Remember, it's Cypriot time, so it might take 20-25. See you later. And the next one along is him. There he is. The Mediterranean sea sponge man, Mr. Chris. There we are. One of our favourites, to be honest. I'm not just saying that because he's there. He is one of our favourites because his smile, well, that'll light up a very, very dark room. In fact, sometimes I drive along here in the afternoon just to check if it's busy or not. And the one that is always smiling is him and him and him. Yeah, even when there's no one about, they're smiling. Anyway, what he does, small sponges, medium-sized sponges, which are still wet, which is quite nice, actually. That's quite nice. Rougher sponges, big, that one's wet as well, very good. And then these big things that, well, there you go. They'll cut the life out of you, that's sure. And on top of that, continuing the theme, they're getting less and less, so he's going to have to go and kill another shark, because Mr. Chris caught this shark, killed this shark, ate this shark, and toothed it, and made necklaces, and you can buy them for €15 each, and you can buy an array of shells, and on top of all that, you won't believe it, Mr. Chris has got a son. He's got a son, he's called Mike. Mike has got a diving school, and it's called Into the Blue. There's his number. If you're outside of Cyprus, you will need to put 00357, and then the number is 96218976. Look at that. This man is so successful that he has a King Arthur or King Edward cigar because he's a very successful fisherman, that's for sure. And there's another one. And then on the end here, there is another fisherman, and I know whose rod that is. There it is. Look at that rod. And that rod belongs to a man called Philotis, who is trying to attempt to hide behind there. So what we'll do is we'll steal his tackle box. Oh, maybe not. All his floats. Look at that. We'll close it up. There we are. Now, we can't stop that long. And he's hiding behind the sign because the policemen are after him. There was a policeman just stopped over there, and he was shouting at him, and he was saying, "Stop fly pitching, stop fly pitching." No, it's not true. They seem to know each other. Hey, he's had a new sign. You've had a new sign. Wow, look at that. They've had a new sign. It's all nice and shiny, far more professional than it ever was before. And what he does, he promotes the super jumbo glass bottom boat. We gotta move. There's music playing. Thanks, Phil. He promotes the super glass bottom boat, which takes you out. We'll keep going. Don't worry, we'll be right. And it's only a moderate charge, €25 for adults, €10 for children. And I'm going to have a word with Major Tom, because that's Major Tom's boats over there. So Major Tom from Ground Control, The Paphos Sea Cruises, they run this fleet of boats, and that's a very, very, very big boat indeed, and it's playing the music that little bit too loud, and I'm pretty sure that YouTube just doesn't like it. So I've got to keep talking at 1 million miles an hour to hopefully confuse that algorithm. First restaurant is King's. There we go, quite busy. And there's Theo's. And then on the end of Theo's, you have a man called Andreas. And he's a very nice guy. There he is.
Marika,
There he is. Look at that. What a great man.
Don't forget.
Wow, what a hero.
Subscribe
Lovely.
forever.
Absolute superstar. We'll pay him later. Next one is the Pelican. This is the most famous restaurant. And the reason why it's famous is because it's called the Pelican. But not only because it's called the Pelican, because it's owned by a pelican. Quite unusual, I know, but somewhere around here will be a pelican. Often she's inside counting her money, but it appears she's gone off for a weekend to Marbella because she's got so much of it. There we go. There we are. Look at that. There he is. All right. There we go. The greatest manager. This is Mr. P. All right, Mr. P. This is Anita. All right. Yeah. Sorry, Anita. I always get my pronunciation wrong. That's my problem. And this is our favourite place, the Jalamo. So if you want the greatest ice cream in the world, that's where you come. If you want a very nice salmon dinner, that's where you come. If you want a nice cocktail, that's where you come. And the next restaurant, again, very, very popular indeed, is Sail at the Castle. A very, very popular and a very, very busy restaurant indeed. And then the last one along is famous because of him.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Welcome back to Steve's Bar.
There we are.
The number one in Harbour, the whole of Harbour, always number one. Thank
Always.
you. Welcome back home.
It is the most popular cocktail bar. It also does food. It also does pancakes. But it's the greatest bar on this end for one reason, and that one reason is him.
Dancing all the time, you see?
Greetings from Steve's Bar.
Yeah.
We love you. Subscribe to this channel. Make it grow and make it bigger. Thank you.
Well, I like them words. That is Mr. Henry Ooh La 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 La. There you go.
See you.
And that man going in there, just so you understand, we're going to try and capture him before he vanishes, because that man is a superstar as well, and that man is known as Mr. Six-Pack Andy. You all right, Mr. Andy?
Hello, hello.
He's a great guy. He really is a nice guy. And look at some of their fresh fish. This fish has been caught fresh today. Delivered this morning. Look at the size of those
Are
things.
they pink? Yeah, tiger,
Look at the
tiger.
size of them. Octopus. Wow. So if you want the greatest fish in the world, cooked at one of the greatest restaurants, get yourself down, see Six-Pack, Sail at the Castle. Here she is. Yes, yes. You all right? She's a good lady. Very nice lady. That's for sure. And then when you finish the meal, come down and see him, and he'll even dance for you. Look at that. He'll even dance. He even dances. There we go. Not quite a Tchotchke, but he does dance. The last bit is the Cato Paphos Harbour. And it's going to start off with my boat. There we go. There's my boat. And then there is the beautiful, tranquil Cato Paphos Harbour. And you've got small boats, fishing boats, cruising boats. And all the way out there, there's a couple of grey boats belonging to the police. If you do something naughty, they're going to have a word with you. And in the water there is a bunch of fish.
But they've gone together.
they've got-
About 20 of them.
About 20,
Like that.
yeah, sizable fish swimming around. So let's have a very, 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 very big goodbye. Silvia?
Very, 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 very big goodbye. Thank you so much. How many times you said this word very, 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 very?
Well, it got stuck on my tongue and I was trying to get rid of it because it's wrapped up with my fish and chips and my beautiful, 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 see again, got it again, mushy piece, which are lovely. There you go.
In this work of art, I would like to wish you all the best in this life, to thank you that you're watching us, that you're staying with us. Lovely. We love you to bits, and we are very, very glad that we have more and more of you. That's why we love you all. Thank you so much. And bye-bye.
All that's left to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. That is from CV on the Booth.
Our heroes. You are all our heroes. You are the loveliest people. We wouldn't have bad people around us.